This story is about an overweight girl who lacks confidence. But suddenly, she finds herself transported to a world where everyone is her fan. In this new world, her entire life transforms. The story begins with a young girl watching a romantic movie. She loves watching romantic films, but her mom always tells her that she shouldn't watch them because the world of movies and real life are completely different. Her mom insists that the way people love each other in movies is not how things work in real life. Fast forward 25 years, and Natalie has grown up. She now lives alone with her dog, who never listens to her. Natalie is always underconfident because of her weight. She works as an architect in an office, but everyone there takes advantage of her soft nature. Even her juniors make her do their work. One day at her office, a wealthy client named Blake visits. Natalie also has a best friend and coworker, whose name was Josh, who always tries to motivate her. Natalie has prepared an excellent presentation for a parking lot project, but she lacks the confidence to pitch her idea in front of everyone. Josh, determined to help her, forces her into the meeting room where all the senior executives are gathered, including Blake. Seeing the coffee mug in Natalie's hand, Blake assumes she is there to serve coffee and takes it from her. This misunderstanding makes Natalie even more nervous, and she leaves the room without presenting her idea. Natalie's lack of confidence prevents her from ever performing well in these crucial moments. Afterwards, Natalie sits at her desk and notices that Josh is always looking at a poster on the window of a very rich model, whose name is Isabella. She tells her assistant, who is also a good friend, that she needs to finish the project. However, at that moment, her assistant is watching a romantic comedy movie. Her assistant replies that the movie will end in 10 minutes, and then she will get back to work. Natalie advises her not to waste time on movies, saying that real life is nothing like the movies. She explains that in movies, heroes and heroines fall deeply in love, and whenever they meet, there is background music. When someone falls, it happens in slow motion, and many things happen in slow motion, but real life is not like that. In movies, the ending is always happy, and everything turns out fine, but in real life, things are quite the opposite. Although she loved romantic movies as a child, Natalie has lost her confidence over the years. Just then, her friend Josh arrives and encourages her to watch romantic movies, insisting that they are good and that she can find love in real life too. But Natalie disagrees with him. Josh then tells her that they are all going out for karaoke that night, but Natalie declines. She avoids such crowded places because she feels very self-conscious about her weight. Josh feels hurt by her refusal. After Josh leaves, Natalie's friend suggests that Josh might like her. Natalie dismisses the idea, saying that Josh is always looking at the poster of Isabella on her window and only likes beautiful models. Her friend assures her that she is beautiful too. Natalie then heads home. As she exits the metro, a man approaches her and says he wants to have coffee with her. Before Natalie can respond, he grabs her purse and tries to run away. However, Natalie holds onto her purse tightly and doesn't let go. Realizing he can't snatch it from her, the man pleads, saying he has small children who are hungry and begs her to give him the purse. Feeling compassionate, Natalie lets go of her purse. The man laughs and admits he lied about having children. Furious, Natalie punches him hard between his legs, causing him to fall to the ground. Then, Natalie is running away with her purse when she collides with a pole and faints. When she opens her eyes, she finds herself in the hospital. A doctor approaches her and tells her that she is very beautiful. This startles Natalie because it's the first time a stranger has called her beautiful. She tries to leave, but the doctor informs her that her clothes were ruined, so they got her new ones. After leaving the hospital, Natalie notices that the streets of New York have completely changed. Where there used to be dirty streets, now everything is clean. People passing by call her beautiful, and she hears background music, just like in movies. She doesn't understand what's happening. When she was crossing the road, she collided with a very large car. She sees that her client Blake, the billionaire who had mistaken her for the office girl and had taken her coffee mug, he gets down from the car. Blake says, "You're very beautiful, maybe the driver got distracted by you. Come, I'll drop you home." After that, he gives Natalie a lift and quickly reaches outside her home, where he gives Natalie his phone number and says, "I hope you'll call me," and with that, he leaves. Later, Natalie goes inside her apartment and is surprised to see that it looks very beautiful, which was always messy. She thinks someone might be playing a prank on her, so she calls out, "Whoever is inside, come out," but no one comes out. Then, she calls her dog, and it comes out. She tells it to sit, and it does. For the first time, her dog listens to her. Then Natalie goes to her bedroom, where she sees a man sitting who used to be her annoying neighbor, but now he talks to her very nicely. He says, "We are very good friends." Natalie doesn't understand anything. She says she has to go to the office. He says, "I'll drop you at the office," and then he leaves to drop Natalie at the office. Natalie still hears background music all around her. It feels like she's in a movie. Now she reaches her office, where her friend, who is also her assistant, tries to talk to her, but she doesn't respond well to her, just like in the movies where two colleagues don't like each other. Now, her friend doesn't like her either. She behaves towards her like an enemy. Then Josh comes there, and he talks to her very nicely, which makes her very happy. She tells Josh everything and says, "I feel like I've entered a parallel universe where everything is happening just like in the movies." Josh says, "If you say so, then I believe you." Afterwards, she goes with Josh to a park, where they see a girl choking. Josh helps her, and when the girl turns around, it's Isabella. She thanks Josh and says, "I'd like to go for coffee with you." Josh is happy to hear this, although Natalie wants to stop him from going with her, but he says, "I won't get this opportunity again," and leaves with Isabella. This makes Natalie very angry, and she starts swearing at him. But just like how offensive words are muted in movies, her bad words are also muted, and they start to fade away on their own. It's like the rest of the world is coming back to her, but her bad words are automatically muted, and then everyone around her starts dancing. She realizes that she's in a world that's entirely filmy, and she wants to go back to her real world from this world. So, she first goes to the station where she had collided with a pole the day before. There, she encounters the thief who had tried to snatch her purse. She tells him, "You were trying to steal my purse," upon which he flees from there. Now, Natalie wants to return to her real world from this one because she has become very distressed here. She decides to jump in front of the train, but before she can do that, a policeman catches her. He takes her to the police station. Natalie doesn't have anyone's number with her, but then she remembers that Blake had given her his number. She calls Blake, and he comes to pick her up. They both come out of the police station, where she tells Blake that this is not her world, she is from another world. Blake says, "I don't know about that, but thanks for calling me." Just then, Blake's father calls, and Blake goes to the side to talk to him. This makes Natalie very angry, and suddenly, a voiceover starts. Natalie realizes that this is some filmy world, and if she wants to get out of this world, she has to end this movie, for which she has to fall in love with someone. Blake then comes to her and says, "I want to go to dinner with you." She agrees, and that night, she goes to dinner with Blake, where they both enjoy themselves. When they step out, it starts raining, and they try to be intimate with each other. But then, the next morning comes as it is depicted in movies. Now, Blake comes to her and says, "Last night, we had a great time together. I will never forget this night. I have fallen in love with you." Hearing this, Natalie becomes very happy. She thinks that now the end of this world will come, and she will return to her real world. But nothing happens like that. Afterward, she goes to the office to meet Josh, where a board meeting is underway. Natalie has to give her presentation today. In this world, Natalie holds a lot of respect at this moment. She enters the room where all the seniors are seated, and Josh is also there. Natalie is told to explain the building plan, but she doesn't have any plan. Josh understands and says maybe Natalie has kept her entire presentation plan for the final board meeting, where she will present everything. After hearing this, everyone applauds Natalie. Late, in the evening, Josh comes to Natalie's house, bringing dinner. Here, Natalie realizes that she likes Josh. Maybe Josh is the one for her, she shouldn't have gone with Blake. But then, Blake arrives there, who kisses Natalie in front of Josh. Seeing this, Josh feels bad and leaves. Next morning, Natalie goes to a restaurant with Blake where Josh and Isabella are seated. Both of them are now dating each other. Isabella says that they are soon going to organize a party and insists that both of them should come too. Upon hearing this, Blake shows off and says, "I was just thinking of taking out my helicopter. We both will definitely come to your party." Both of them then go to that party where Natalie talks to Josh. Josh says, "I always felt that we both could be a couple." Natalie says, "Then why didn't you ask me?" He says, "I've tried many times." Natalie says, "You just asked me for a karaoke." Then Isabella calls Josh and announces in front of everyone that we both have just met but we are in love with each other. Tomorrow morning, we are going to marry each other. Upon hearing this, Natalie feels very sad. Her gay friend also comes there. Natalie says, "I should never have dated Blake. Josh is a better person." I also realize that I love him too, but now he's going to marry someone else. After that, he'll always be far away from me, but I won't let that happen. At night, they all go to a cafe where Isabella sings a very good song. After that, she asks Natalie to sing too, but Natalie refuses. Isabella says that singing is not everyone's cup of tea. Hearing this makes Natalie very angry, and she climbs onto the stage and starts singing. Everyone starts dancing to her song. She enjoys a lot with Josh, and then she goes out with Josh from there to roam around in the middle. There she tells Josh that maybe he should marry his best friend. Josh says, "But I love her a lot." She says, "Maybe you two are not right for each other." Josh replies, "I don't know, but we will definitely find some way to live our lives." The next morning, when Natalie opens her eyes, she sees that Blake is sharing all her ideas with someone. Natalie asks Blake, "Who are you sharing my ideas with?" Blake says, "Anyway, after marriage, you don't need to work. If you work after marriage, our love will diminish greatly." But Natalie wants to work even after marriage. After a while, her gay friend comes to her. Natalie says that she doesn't know if she loves Blake or not. He says, "Who do you love? You have to ask yourself." Natalie says, "Josh." And today is Josh's wedding, and now she starts running towards him to stop the wedding. She runs in slow motion, just like in movies. She quickly reaches the place where the wedding is taking place and says loudly, "Don't marry." Isabella says, "We love each other a lot." She says, "You don't know anything about each other, how can you love each other?" She asks Isabella, "What is Josh's favorite vegetable?" Isabella doesn't know this, after which she says to Josh, "I can never be like Isabella, but I am smart, I am confident, and I am funny too. No one can be better than me." Saying this, Natalie feels that confidence has come into her. She loves herself a lot, and before loving anyone else, a person should love herself. This realization makes her very happy. She drives away from there, but her car collides with something. When she opens her eyes, she finds herself in the hospital. A doctor approaches her, and Natalie feels like she's still in another world. However, when she leaves the hospital, she sees the dirty streets of New York, realizing that she's back in her real world, in her reality. She goes home and loves her dog a lot, although he isn't as tidy as he was in the other world. Then she goes out of her house, where she sees her neighbor, who was a gay and had helped her a lot in the other world, though they hadn't interacted much in this world. Still, Natalie hugs him, feeling grateful. Then she goes to her office, where her juniors used to always make her work, but now, Natalie has changed completely. She has gained confidence and loves herself, so she orders everyone around and asserts her position. Here, she meets her friend, who had become her enemy in the other world, but in this world, they are friends. She is very happy to meet her and now goes to a presentation where she confidently presents her parking idea to everyone. Blake is also there, and everyone is happy to hear her ideas. Afterwards, she approaches Josh, who is listening to music. She tells him, "You should live in the real world, you need to come out of the world of dreams. You always keep looking at Isabella's poster, but she is far from your world. She will never accept you, and even if she does, you won't be happy with her." Then Josh says, "You sit in my seat," and he himself goes to sit in Natalie's seat. When Natalie sees this from there, she realizes that Josh used to look at her reflection in the window's glass. This means that he loves Natalie, as her colleague and friend had said. She goes to Josh, and now both of them kiss each other and say, "Maybe we should date." This story is very unique in itself, as it teaches us that before loving someone else, a person should love themselves. One should always remain confident because sometimes, due to underconfidence, we lose many things that are always close to us. Just like Natalie, who liked Josh but always felt that he would never accept her, while the truth was that Josh also liked her. And when confidence came into her, everything became clear. That's why in this world, nobody can take the place of confidence. What's your opinion on this? Do write in the comment box, and we hope you enjoyed this rom-com.